Hey YouTube, Uncle Famp here. Today we're going to do another Know Your Role episode. This one's all about Aries, as it was requested by one of my viewers. So anyway, to get started, Aries, I don't know where his name comes from. There's two options: Aries the god of war, the Greek god of war, or Aries the ram. Anyway, I don't think that he's the Greek god of war, because there were two Greek gods of war, Aries and Athena. Athena being the strategic and disciplined, which Aries is kind of the strategic and disciplined, but Aries, the Greek god of war, was chaotic and destructive, and I really don't see him being destructive. Maybe if he had like a Mortep's proc or whatever. So anyway, we'll get back into this. Basically, he's a mage class. He uses magic to do his damage. He's a ranged hero. His skill is Calamity. It hits random enemies, random number of enemies, reducing their energy and disabling them from proccing. I also call this a bitch slap. So when Aries bitch slaps at 8 of 9, it will bitch slap 5 heroes. So it disables their skill. They can't proc. Pumpkin Duke can't go off and start making everybody quick. A little known thing about Aries, and really awesome, not only does it stop their skill from proccing, it also stops talents from proccing. Now these are only talents that actually have a proc. For instance, Flame Guard, Heavy Blow, Life Drain, Revive, Scatter, Slow Down, Self-Destruct. Those that actually have something that starts the skill from happening, for instance Life Drain, that skill is actually activated every time damage is done by that hero. Revive, it procs when they die. If they're afflicted by Calamity, when they die, they will not resurrect because of Revive. So that's a really cool portion too. Basically, it shuts them down for their skill and their talent, so really cool. It does not block skills with activation. Without activation. So for instance Berserk, because they're constantly under Berserk, you know, it doesn't really start at any point. It's a base stat increase basically. So anyway, you can obtain Aries through gem rolls, legendary hero cards, and events like the egg break, chest opening, things like that. Now Aries gains 12 energy per attack, not 15 like the others, so that's one slight weakness that he has. He was based on Kahar's design. I believe I'm saying his name right, Kahar or Kahar. It was a design that he made for the Create a Hero event. Other weaknesses, I'll get back into weaknesses. Other weaknesses that Aries has is he walks. He's not a flying hero. Pixie is kind of his current nemesis. Not really. If you watch my other video, which I'll put a link on the screen, you watch my other video, it kind of shows how Pixie really doesn't affect Aries too much. And the new talent. Apparently there's going to be a new talent coming out that blocks your hero from being affected by other hero skills. For instance, your Pumpkin Duke, as I mentioned before, if he's got that crest or that skill on, then Aries will not be able to proc on him. That is kind of a helping get around Aries, because Aries is the god of the arena. So anyway, his usefulness, as I said, he's the god of the arena. If you've got a 5/5 Revive Aries and you're going up against somebody who does not, you're pretty much going to win. If you have any work put into your heroes, the levels, the skills, and any good talents, you're probably going to win. Because of the fact that most high-ranked arena fights, they only last a few seconds, maybe not even a few seconds. So being able to, you know, shut them up for just a couple seconds is enough to wipe out his whole team. So anyway, the arena, we'll go ahead and do an arena with Aries real quick, and I'll show you. Well, let's go up against another guy with an Aries. So hopefully, I'm going to put Aries up front. I'm going to put Cupid in the back. PD pretty close. There. And I'm going to go with the kill him team instead of a stun him team. We're going to go up against just an Aries, a 5/5 Revive Aries. So apparently this guy's trying to get lower on the arena. So anyway, he's procced against me. I can't do anything. Of course, I had, you know, 6 heroes. He had 1, so I beat him there. But let's try that exact same thing. Okay, here's a good one. Now, with Ninja being up front like that, that's going to give me more procs on Aries, most likely. They didn't last long enough. Like I said, most fights in the arena, once, you know, they actually butt heads, it only lasts a second or two. So anyway, that's good for the arena. Now, Storm Mesa. I don't... He's pretty good in Storm Mesa. He's nowhere near as good in Storm Mesa as he is in the arena. But I have a clip. Now I'm doing live audio and everything except for this video. This is a clip of me and always running Snaky and Chaos. Chaos is a old school buddy of mine. Actually, all of these guys are buddies of mine from back when Niggy and Friends was still there. Snaky, if you watched a lot of my videos, you probably saw me go up head to head with Snaky before, trying to make it to the center first. And I said one day I'm going to beat this guy. He is like the god of, you know, everything I've seen. He's 5 of 5 revite everything. He's probably, I know for a fact that he's thrown away a few 5 of 5 revites because he has more, you know, he has everything he needs with a 5 of 5 revite. So this guy's awesome. Now, always running, he's in my normal Storm Mesa team. We had a couple guys didn't show up tonight, so we brought in Snaky and Chaos. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this rolling. And here in just a second, I'm going to bring up Snaky's team. Now, he's, yeah, there he is. He's got that Ice Demon to kind of slow it down, so I'm not really, you know, beating him too much in this one, but I'm going to save the full fight for the next video. I'm not going to put it all in here, but you'll see my Aries goes off. You'll see the guy in the center, the boss in the center. He gets the proc. My boss doesn't get the proc at all. The guy in the center gets the proc, but you know, that's kind of a luck thing that it just went to him and not my boss. But when it comes to killing my mini boss and going to the center, him being afflicted, I guess, with Calamity is huge, because if he gets a stun off, we're not going to make as much time as, you know, we're not going to kill him as quickly as I want. So we're shooting for a 1.5 minutes spare. So anyway, you can see that he's got the proc, or he's got the damage, but he's still stunned. So anyway, that's all that I'm going to do for that for now. You'll be able to see the fight with SM4 later on. I'll redo that in another video, sorry. So anyway, we'll go to Here Be Monsters. Now, Here Be Monsters, I don't use him anymore. However, he's the only reason that I was able to beat Jay at one point. He was the only reason I was able to beat Jay. It was like I couldn't even beat I. And I threw in Aries. I was able to beat I, and then the very next one I tried Jay, and I beat it with no losses of heroes. So it was pretty awesome. Now I don't do those anymore. I do O. I farm O. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop my Minotaur. Which technically Minotaur is less useful in the higher ones than Aries, so I may actually do better. Let's go ahead and try one that I haven't beaten yet. We'll go with a Q. See how this goes. Now, I'm not dropping bombs or anything because I'm lazy. Alright, I was hoping that Grizzly Reaper would have gotten that Aries proc, because basically if you've been in J, then you know that what the heck happened here? I've already lost my Multanica. Alright, so not starting off too good. I've already lost Multanica. And he's basically my tank. He usually handles the boss for me. Alright, so anyway, in J, the big problem there was that Spirit Mage, off in the corner, always proccing on your heroes, and you had to have the troops in the corner to negate that damage, and wow. You know, I know I'm doing Q, but this is ridiculous. I'm just getting destroyed. I usually make it to round 5 before I start getting destroyed. I've got no heals. Vlad is my only chance to stay alive in this one. Cupid's now dead. Cupid had a self-heal. Vlad is not going to proc, and it's over. Well, anyway. So that didn't go so well. Anyway, what I was expecting to happen is Aries is going to proc on Grizzly Reaper, who's usually over in this corner or in this corner, depending on where they spawn, of course. But he's always beating on something in a corner, and my heroes don't tend to go for him. Just like Spirit Mage and I and J. Once I put in Aries, Aries was proccing on Spirit Mage like almost every single time and killing Aries or Spirit Mage. So that's where Aries shines when it comes to the HBM. He's really useful there. When it comes to rating and Heroes Trials, he's okay. He's not great. Now, I'm not going to do any rating because I just killed off all my heroes. We'll do a hero trial. Now, one strategy, especially for people who don't have Pumpkin Duke, one strategy that's really nice is if you can get a 4 corners base. And I'm going to waste a few of these. 4 corners base right there. Now, what I like to do is put Aries in one corner, Grizzly Reaper in another, Thunder God in another, and if you have a Pixie, put Pixie in the other. That way, each time they proc, they do damage. Aries just procced on those 3. Do I really have Aries that low? Yeah, I need to start working on my Aries. So anyway, that's what I like to use Aries for when it comes to raiding. Not really the greatest raiding. Am I going to lose heroes here? I'm having a bad night, guys. This is what happened. Oh, I lost Pumpkin Duke. This is what happens when I try to record live while I'm playing. So anyway, I lost Pumpkin Duke, and those expeditions are going to suck now tonight. Alright, let's go for some Lost Realm. Now, Aries is on my normal Lost Realm fighting. Now, I'm not going to try to take any of these pieces here, the battle altars, because I don't know if I'm in a rank now where I've got everybody has 5 of 5 revive everything, and I just get destroyed. So it takes me like an hour to be able to find a way to kill somebody in those, so I don't know. I give up on those. Anyway, Aries is going to proc here, and this is what he does in the battle altars as well. Now, I only have a 3 of 5 revive on mine. If I had a 5 of 5, those altars would be a lot easier to take. Alright, so anyway, Aries is useful there. And when it comes to Heroes Expeditions, Aries can definitely be used in here. Now, not nearly as much. Now, let's say you've got Druid. He's going to shut up, 3 to 5 Druids. Once he gets to 9 of 9, he's going to shut up 5 of them. When you've got, 30 Druids on the screen, shutting 5 of them up really isn't a big deal. It doesn't really do much, so he's definitely not the one I would choose for hero trials. Maybe if he procced on, more of them, but that's all I've got for Aries so far. Not really going to speculate on what talent is the best. There's so many different ways to put it. Of course, 5 of 5 Revite is the best for Arena. But anyway, that's all I got for you. Click the like button, subscribe, comment on my videos. Let me know what you guys want to see next. If there's a hero that you want to see a Know Your Role series for. Anyway, take it easy.